What is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video, my sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over some NBA games for Wednesday, February 2nd, 2022. I'm going to show you highlights of each side, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And I wish you guys the best of luck on all your picks today. Let's go ahead and get into the games. I'm only going to be doing the first, the middle, and the last game for the NBA today. So let me bring up the screen here. We're going to be doing the Magic and the Pacers. And then we're going to look at the Grizzlies and the Knicks. And then we're going to end it with the Blazers and the Lakers. On this side of the screen is what I call my daily numbers, date numerology, Gregorian Hebrew calendar. And then on this side of the screen is what I call my game numbers specific to the game. The way I have it structured here is I have the road team up top, their season record, their away record, their coach's record, any other notes I want to add to it. In the middle is the head-to-head between the two teams all time, regular season, and for this season in particular. And at the bottom is the home team, their season record, their home record, their coach's record, and any other notes that I want to add to go with it. So we're just going to go ahead and look at these three games, show you both sides, and hopefully you guys have a great day on top of that. So let me get up a screen here, a bigger screen for you guys. So let's start with the Magic versus the Pacers. Okay, so we'll start with the home team. If the home team was going to win this game, the Pacers. One thing that I would note is today has 26 date numerology on the Gregorian. It's the 33rd day of the Gregorian New Year. The Pacers could become 20-33 for a season record with the win. The number 20 written out, 20 sums to 26. They could become 20-33 for a record. Day with 26 date numerology, the 33rd day. The number 26 sums to 42, and Magic would get their 42nd loss for the season as Pacers become 20-33 for a season record with the win. Pacers, they could get their 78th all-time head-to-head win against the Magic. The number 26, it sums to 42, but it also sums to 159, just like 78. 78 sums to 159. And then Pacers, they can get their 68th regular season head-to-head win against the Magic to go with. Today with 146 date numerology on the Hebrew civil side of the calendar. 68 sums to 146. But that would be it for the Pacers. It would just be really the number 26, the 20, the 78, the 42. Pacers can get their 14th home win or their 14th home loss. It goes either way. Today, the first day of the 12th month on the Hebrew religious, like 112. 14 comes to 112. So that could go for them or against them. And that's about all I saw for the Pacers. Also, one last thing, Magic, they would become 11-42 as they get their 42nd loss for the season. If you write out 42, it sums to 142, which is kind of like an 11-42. So that could go against the Magic. 11-42 is kind of like a 142. 42 sums to 142. Today with 26 date numerology, 26 sums to 42. 20 sums to 26. 33rd day. That would be the numbers for the Pacers. If the Magic were going to win this game, if the Magic were going to win, today has 10 date numerology on the Gregorian. If you write out the number 10, it sums to 12. Could be the reason why Magic get their 12th win for the season. Speaking of the number 10, Magic would go 1-0 head-to-head against the Pacers for the season with the win to go along with it, like the number 10. Magic would become 7-23 on the road with the win, 7-23, as Pacers coach gets his 723rd loss regular season for his career. He would sit on 555 wins regular season as a coach for Pacers with the loss, as Magic pick up their 55th all-time head-to-head win against Pacers. Going back to the number 10, 10-date numerology, 55 is the 10th triangular number. It's the 10th Fibonacci number as well, I believe. Let's look at it. 10 or no, 55. Fibonacci, 10 triangular. So that would work in favor for the Magic. And then Magic would sit on, they would become 77-55 all time head to head with the win. They would sit on that 77 on the 149th day of the Hebrew Civil. 77 sums to 149. So those are the numbers for the Magic and the Pacers game. Let's move on to the Grizzlies and the Knicks. The Grizzlies and the Knicks. Let's start with the home team, the Knicks. If the Knicks were going to win this game, it could be because of the Hebrew civil calendar. Today is the 149th day on the Hebrew civil calendar. 149 is the 35th prime number, and the number 25 sums to 149, the 35th prime number. What does that mean? It could mean that Knicks get their 25th win for the season as they get their 25th all-time head-to-head win against the Grizzlies, as the Grizzlies sit on 35 wins for the season with a loss. 25 sums to 149, 149th day of the Hebrew Civil, 149 the 35th prime number. They sit on that 35. Knicks can get the 25th all-time as they get their 25th win for the season. Knicks coach, he would get his 66th win regular season as a coach for Knicks, and 66 written out sums to 149 as well. Grizzlies, they would sit on 35 wins for the season as they sit on 16 road wins with the loss. This is the first day of the 6th month for the Hebrew Civil, like 16, the 149th day, the 35th prime number. It's a day with 46 date numerology on the Gregorian. Grizzlies coach, this is his 199th regular season game, the 46 prime number. He can get his 92nd loss regular season for his career. 92 written out sums to 46. And those would be the numbers for the Knicks to upset the Grizzlies in this matchup. If the Grizzlies were going to win this game, the all-time record head-to-head, either one of these two is going to pick up their 25th all-time head-to-head win against the other. Knicks can have that 25 go along with their 25 all-time, but it could be just as simple as Grizzlies just getting the 25th all-time head-to-head win against the Knicks. 25 sums to 149, 149 day of the Hebrew Civil. It's a day with 152 date numerology on the Hebrew religious side of the calendar. Grizzlies can get their 36th win for the season. If we write out the number 36, it sums to 152. Grizzlies, they would become 36-18 for a season record with the win. 36 sums to 152, but 18 sums to 46 today with 46 date numerology on the Gregorian. It being the Grizzlies coach 199th regular season game, the 46 prime number. They could become 36-18 for a season record, sitting on that 18. 18 sums to 46. Grizzlies would become 17-9 on the road with the win, 179. 179 mathematically is the 41st prime number. Write out 41. 41 sums to 46. It also sums to 35, it being the 149th day of the Hebrew Civil, the 35th prime number. This is the Knicks' 28th home game for the season. They can get their 28th loss for the season. Today is the 33rd day of the Gregorian. 33 sums to 156, just like 28 sums to 156. So that would be the numbers for the Grizzlies to win this game. So that's both sides for that game. Let's keep it moving here. We'll go on to the Trailblazers and the Lakers. Trailblazers and the Lakers. We'll start with the home team, the Lakers. If the Lakers were going to win this game, today is the first day of the 6th month on the Hebrew Civil, like 16, the 149th day of the Hebrew Civil year, the 35th prime number. Lakers, they can get their 16th home win for the season as they get their 25th win for the season. 25, as we've already talked about, 25 sums to 149. the 35th prime number. So Lakers could become the Hebrew calendar. They would sit on 12 losses at home with a win as they become 2-1 head-to-head against the Trailblazers for the season, like 21, which is just a reflection of 12. On the Blazers side, they would become 1-2 head-to-head against the Lakers, like 12, as they sit on 21 wins for the season with the loss. So you have this 21, this 21-12 here, this 12 sitting here. Lakers coach, he would sit on 367 losses regular season for his career with the win. 367 mathematically is the 73rd prime number. 73 is the 21st prime number. So you have a 12-21 pattern going there in favor for the Lakers. Trailblazers, they would become 21-31. They would get their 31st loss for the season as they get their 18th road loss for the season. Today with 46 date numerology on the Gregorian. 18, you already know, sums to 46. We already talked about it. Also sums to 73, the 21st prime number. But 31 sums to 46 as well. So that 31 and that 18 both sum into 46. Blazers can get the 31st loss, get their 18th road loss to go with. Today does have 152 date numerology on the Hebrew religious side. Lakers could get their 125th regular season head-to-head win against the Blazers, which is just an anagram of 152. And so those would be the numbers for the Lakers to win this game. If the Blazers were going to win this game, we can go ahead and say that today is the second day of February 2022. So a whole bunch of twos, twos. Blazers can get that 22nd win for the season as they get their second head-to-head win against the Lakers for the season. Today is the 33rd day of the Gregorian year. Lakers can get their 28th loss for the season and their 28th home game. 28 sums to 156, just like 33 sums to 156. It's the 33rd day of the Gregorian. Lakers can get that 28th loss in their 28th home game. Today is the first day of the 12th month on the Hebrew religious, like 112. Blazers can get their 112th regular season head-to-head win against the Lakers. And then the Lakers coach, he can get his 77th loss as a coach for the Lakers regular season on the 149th day of the Hebrew civil. 77 sums to 149. And so those would be some numbers for the Blazers to win this game. Well, hopefully this helps. Hopefully this gives you some insight to the game. I didn't want to make this video too long. Sorry I didn't go over all the games today. I got to work at the job today, so I could only do a little bit. But I wanted to get something out to you guys. That way you guys have something to start on, something to review, and something to add to your decodes that you may have already gotten started. But with that being said, I wish you guys the best of luck on all your picks today. Hopefully you win all the money in the world. I really appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate the support. And have a great rest of your day. Thanks, guys.